Hi, welcome to another episode of CC Top Solutions. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm carving the corners of the South Jersey country roads, rocking out to, I don't know, Cat Stevens or ABBA, I just need a little more bass than what my Z07 can offer. So what we're gonna do in this episode is hook up an 8-inch subwoofer to see how it sounds. Tag along, it'll be pretty fun. Before we get too far along, let me fill you in on what we're running right now. The factory stereo was long gone when I bought this car. I installed this stereo in place of a Boss. This is a Kenwood Excelon DPX 7838H. It's a nice sounding stereo, but with all of our factory stuff gone, that also meant our Bose amplifiers and speakers and all those were gone as well. Down here, there's some like Rockford, like 4x6s. All right, let me fill you in on what we have going on with the rear sound system. We have Polk 6x9s that I installed. The bass is pretty good. We also have a Rockford amp. This amp is only feeding these rear 6x9s. So it's a lot of amp for just two 6x9s. But I've had that amp since I was maybe 20 years old. So that's, you know, early 2000s vintage amp that just still happens to work, which I'm amazed I've kept it at for all these years. The goal here is to install an 8-inch subwoofer right down here. You know, this stuff here will all push forward and out of the way so I can fit. And I already took some measurements. The bottom here, 8 inches square. So I'm not gonna have a whole lot of volume in this box, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. Build an 8-inch square at the bottom, 11 inches deep will give us about an inch or maybe an inch and a half from the top of this. The subwoofer will sit right on it. That should sound awesome. All right, I'm gonna try and demo this sound system as is so you guys have a nice bass line. We're using copyright-free music right off of YouTube. It's Culture Code, Not Giving In, at the 2-minute mark. All right, I'm not gonna talk while the music's playing because I don't wanna ruin the experience for you. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, now let's install the stereo. The first thing we're gonna do is build a box for this subwoofer. The key design feature of this box is it will fit in that fairly compact space behind the passenger seat. So we're gonna have an 8-inch square box that's 11 inches deep that the subwoofer will sit in, which is way too small for this subwoofer, I know. But it's gonna sound great, don't worry about it. All right, we have our box all sliced up and everything fits actually great. I'm very impressed with this. This is the first time I've made a box in couldn't even tell you how many years, but it looks like all my measurements were pretty good. My cuts were good, except this little guy in the top here. Lesson learned, make sure you push the wood all the way through on the table saw, which I did not. But yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a perfect fit. Now all I need to do is pre-drill a bunch of screw holes in this and kind of put it part way together and then start looking at how I'm gonna cut this top to fit the subwoofer in there. Neat little project. All right, we have our box all mocked up. When I say mocked up, it's actually screwed together and pretty tight with the exception of the top, which I'm gonna end up having to ultimately drill for the subwoofer. But as you can see, this is a very, very snug fit. There's a variety of different options for putting the hole in the top of our box. I'm going with the easiest way. This, a hole saw. We're gonna go ahead and drill our pilot hole right in the center of the box, and then we're gonna drill the real deal. Piece of cake. There we go, hole is cut, very tight fit. As you can see, we're actually hitting all 4 of our sides, which also shows that we did a good job centering it. Now, we can't just leave this bare, and the reason why, I'll show you. Luke, I am your father. father. Notice how the audio sounds a little bit strange? That's why we can't leave these walls all bare. Check this out. This is this acoustic insulation. Unbelievable that this much of it comes this vacuum packed down. Let's open it up. As you can see, we stuffed this full of insulation, and we're going to take all of our extra clippings and put that in there too. But check out this difference in sound. Luke, I am your father. Huge difference in sound. Now we need to drill a couple of holes to accommodate these. Our subwoofer is a dual coil subwoofer, so we literally need 2 of these. Now, we know our subwoofer is 6.5 inches deep from the top. So that goes down to here. So they need to be beneath this line. And we want to have them fairly centered, so the way we're getting our center point, we're just using the gasket, laying the straight edge across here and marking the center. Real simple stuff, but it's got to be done. And then the hole size itself, 2 1/8 inch, using another hole saw. We did have one minor oversight. Our screws. They were so long, they were actually in these holes, so the hole saw hit those while I was drilling, and a little bit of a complication. Maybe I should have used shorter screws. But either way, these things fit perfect, and we'll pop those in and wire up our subwoofer. Well, we took our SKAR Audio DVX8 subwoofer out, and we decided to test fit it here in the box. Well, we got a little bit of a snag. The problem is, it needs a 7.5 inch diameter, inner diameter hole. I didn't know how deep it needed the 7.5 inches. I was hoping it only needed a 1/2 inch deep. In reality, it needs it about 3 inches deep. So right now, we're only a 1/2 inch deep, and well, as you can see, that's not gonna work. So I need to dig down further with that 7.5 inch hole saw. That's okay. Here at CC Top Solutions, when we have problems, we find solutions. We have our enclosure all together. We have our subwoofer actually bolted down using number 8 by 1.5 inch stainless screws. This way it's not going anywhere. One of these got destroyed by the dogs. To hook up our amp, our likelihood of touching 2 wires together that we really don't want to is fairly high. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect our battery negative, which, there it is. Okay, we have our subwoofer set in place right now. Nothing's wired up. I just want to check our clearance. As you can see, we make it with maybe a 1/2 inch of clearance. I think that should be okay. Whew, tight fit though, very tight fit. Now we're gonna go ahead and wire everything up. Well, that was a lot of fun. Installation is complete. It sounds great. SKAR audio, a lot of cool electronics. Here's how it turned out. I'm gonna clean up the wiring and expand that shelf to cover both the amps, and it should be good to go. Now I'll demo the audio for you so you can get an idea of how it sounds. It's the same song that we were listening to pre-amp install at the same point, about the 2-minute mark. This is Culture Code, Not Giving In. No copyright sound. Yeah, you can actually hear like stuff rattling in there. My license plate rattles. I always wanted to be one of those guys. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Sounds great. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Now whatever music I'm listening to, the whole town listens to. This is awesome. I highly recommend everybody that has a C4 Corvette do this. Now I think maybe I need to put some mileage on here. I'm not giving in. This is cool. I'm gonna play some Van Halen. Put some Hot for Teacher on this. It's gonna sound great. All right, so this sounds incredible. I drove around a little bit. I messed with some of the settings. I was listening to some Enter Sandman to really dial it in, and it's just unbelievable. At this point, when I play this Culture Code Not Giving In song at the 2-minute mark, the back seats, like the back of my seat, vibrates so much. I feel like I'm in one of those chairs at the mall, like those massage chairs. It is awesome. I suspect I'm probably pushing the limits though. I might need a capacitor because my lights do dim quite a bit. So here, let's crank this up a little bit at the 2-minute mark, and I'll show you guys. I'm not going to talk during it, so you get the full effect. You can really hear this rattling. Well, that's awesome. Everybody needs one of these speakers. Everybody needs one of these subwoofers in their Corvette. Fun fact, it is almost impossible to capture the difference in audio quality using a GoPro. I wish I had known that before I filmed all those scenes demonstrating the before and after sound quality, but I know now for next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.